Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to invite you all along on a rock foraging nature walk with me. I have loved collecting rocks ever since I was a young child, and this is just something that I don't ever see myself not doing. I love nature. When I go on walks, I love picking up all the different treasures I find along the way, and I find this to be a wonderful activity as a way to celebrate the return of spring. Although my nature walk was supposed to be rock foraging, I found myself getting distracted by the water and the new greenery popping up again amongst the still sleeping trees. This little elderly lady stopped and briefly chatted with me when she saw me taking pictures. She told me that she's a lover of nature too and often enjoys going bird watching. She gave me the name of a bird watching app, so if I see a bird and want to know what it is, I can take a picture, put it in the app, and the app will identify it for me. Thanks for sharing, kind stranger. If I remember, I'll put the name of the app in the video so you guys can see it. Unfortunately, my rock foraging was cut short when I came across a mouse, and I saw that it was dead. So I have this is it out of my rock foraging. I love looking at the trees, I love looking at the new blooms, but after I saw that mouse, I'm now feeling kind of sad. So I'm just going to go back to my car and go, because I'm really not in the mood to rock forage anymore. I hope that mouse's spirit can, be at rest, be more at a better place now. It kind of looked like it might have fallen, like off of a tree or something, because when I was able to turn it over, the head was smashed. So it looked to me like it might have fallen pretty hard, and that's why it's dead, even though the body itself wasn't smashed. So I'm just gonna go now. I did just pick up another rock. But yeah. Another activity that I did to welcome spring was make my own prayer and protection oil. For my oil, I used nettle, neem, hibiscus, baby's breath, and rosemary, and placed them all in sunflower oil. I decided on these herbs specifically due to the properties they carry and their spiritual significance to me and what I would like them to do for me. Although I use the word prayer, please do not mistake this as being religious or biblical, because it's not. However, I do believe in the Creator, the Great Spirit, Source Energy, whichever term you prefer to use, and I believe the earth is our mother, our home. So, the materials that I am going to be using are, I have a clean jar. This is a jar that I saved from something else. It has been washed and dried, so I'll be using that. I have sunflower oil, hibiscus powder, or you can use dried hibiscus leaves if you want. I have neem leaf powder, or you can use neem leaves if you want. I have dried rosemary, and I have nettle. So I'll get started. So I won't be using any measurements. I'm just kind of going with what I feel, how much I want of each. So I'm going to be starting with the nettle. Dried nettle. This actually reminds me of the smell of dried seaweed. And for whatever reason, the scent reminds me of it, just way less fishy and not as, it doesn't remind you of the sea, but it's a very similar scent. So I'll just go ahead and sprinkle some in there. Oh, look, making a mess. Okay. Next, I'm going to be using rosemary. And then I'll go in with my neem. And then the hibiscus. I love the color of hibiscus so much. And it actually kind of has a slightly fruity scent to it. I didn't know hibiscus flowers had a fruity scent. And last but not least, I have my sunflower oil as my carrier oil. I don't want to fill it all the way up to the top because I want to leave space to shake it up. You see the hibiscus is more on this side. So I've shaken up my oil, but I forgot to put in my baby's breath. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And I don't have that many little bulbs here. I just took them off of an old dried bouquet that I have, that I've been saving the dried petals for. So that's what I have here. Now I'm going to shake it up again, and then I'll be done. That's my oil. I'm going to say my prayer now and then set it in the windowsill so it can get some sunlight for a few days. I would shake the jar of oil every morning when I woke up and every night before bed, although I did not keep the jar on the windowsill overnight. I only wanted the oil to soak up sunlight and not moonlight, as I am working with the power of the sun in this oil for spring. I poured my oil into a small bottle I'm reusing, and just look at that beautiful color. Oh my goodness. The hibiscus tinted it so beautifully, and it smells most like the rosemary. When evening came, I tried my hand at some sigil making. Now, sigil making is still very new to me, but I like the idea of making symbols and sigils that are unique to me, my beliefs, and my practice. So I did a little bit of research and tried coming up with something, and this, my friends, was a struggle. I had no idea what I was doing and felt like I was trying too hard to combine letters. I started with writing out what it was I wanted, which was protection, then crossed out all vowels and any repeated letters. Then I used the leftover letters to try to come up with a sigil. This was a failure, and I didn't like anything that I came up with. So I finally asked myself, what does protection look like to me? And I started writing down all the words I could think of, such as wall, safety, blockade, sealed, and anything else I thought of. And that is when creating a sigil started to flow better. I even created one that I wasn't intending to create, and I love it. I won't share the final sigils, as I would like to keep them private. They are for protection after all. But I enjoyed this activity and will put this page in my magic journal. Last but not least, I would like to end this video with some spring book recommendations. Well, maybe it's more of just my to-read pile more than anything else, since I haven't actually read these books yet. These are just the books that I want to read this season, as there's just something about these books that makes me think of spring. So take a look, and I hope you see a book that looks interesting to you. Feel free to pause the video if you'd like to read the book summaries. I did my best to get a good shot of them. wish you all a wonderful spring season. I have many more videos to come sharing my magical spring activities. Stay enchanted, my friends.